or IRA tax and penalty free.
Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I'm back with my new Retekess TR113 all-band radio. And this is a radio that's going to take some learning because it has so many options and features. Oh my gosh. And if you set one incorrectly, then the performance may not be as good. One thing I learned, I put this dipole antenna that it comes with now, I put that in and I had to scan the medium wave band and it didn't find much. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Well, it turns out I didn't have it pushed all the way down. So it was kind of just making intermittent contact. So I did do a band scan and I have the results right here. What I did is I went to the website radio-locator.com. And on that website, you can get a listing of all the radios, AM and FM, AM or FM, in your area. And you can put in a distance from your area that you want the list to include. And so I did that. That's right here. And I said, select up to 40 miles from my house. And it came up with 23 stations that I should be able to hear, some of which are almost 40 miles away. When it did the scan, it found 17. When I went back and manually tuned the ones that's the starred ones, I could hear them. They were very weak, and I could hear them. But apparently when it did the scan, it didn't think it was loud enough or strong enough. It was only one station, and that was exactly 40 miles away that I could not receive. I received one 31.8 miles away. Oh, there's another one I missed. I actually did receive that one. I didn't check it off. That was 37 miles. So AM reception was fantastic. And that was in the middle of the morning. Typically, at my location, AM reception gets better in the evening hours. So that did great on AM. And like I say, this loop antenna right here, it's a plug-in like that. That helped quite a bit. Especially when I plugged it all the way in like it's supposed to be. Other things I ran across in the manual, there's so much here, is it has equalizers. And it has different equalizers. This is all the equalizers that are available, depending on the band. So you can see for the CB band, they all work. They're all available. For the FM band, all of them are available except the CW filter. See, it even has a CW filter. Isn't that cool? So that's the many, many options. And you can go in and select what filter you want. Like I saw Fred and Shed said to use for shortwave, he said to use the news filter. I haven't tried that yet. So that's one thing I found in the manual. Hold on one second. Okay, here I think I showed you this before. This is the coverage and the step size within each coverage. So like just pick one here, like long wave, you can change the step size from 3 kilohertz to 9 kilohertz. Default value is 9 kilohertz. FM, 10 kilohertz, 50, 100. Default is 100 kilohertz. So you can set the step size. Down here, now try to hold it steady. This is the sub bands you can select. So in the shortwave band, you have 15 sub bands you can select. so you can quickly get to a section of the shortwave spectrum. If you're in lower sideband or upper sideband, there's another set of subbands. VHF, there's a set. UHF, there's a set. And even airband, there's a set. So that you can just look or listen to those subbands. That's pretty cool. Now, one thing I tried, and I may not have done it right, is I tried to select a subband and then do the ATS, for instance, under shortwave to see if it would just scan ATS, automatic tuning and storing, of that subband. It didn't appear to. It appeared to search the entire shortwave band. And the one drawback on that is it's going to pick up a lot of noise signals that are outside the international broadcast bands. So I may be doing something wrong, then I'll try it again. What else do I have here? Oh, bandwidths. Down here is all the bandwidths for each band, FM, medium wave, and I'm trying to get the camera to focus on that. Now, one thing that's really nice is you can go to the Retekess website and download any of their manuals. So you can download the manual for this radio here, which is what I did. That's why I've gotten printouts, big, instead of, because here's the manual. It comes with two manuals. There's the radio manual, and it's really small print. Ooh, it's small print. So that's why I downloaded the manual from the website, and then I could view it on my computer full screen, and I could print it out so I could look at details and mark it up. Also, it comes with the application, so you can control the radio on your cell phone. It tells you how to use the application, how to install it, and everything. So that's the two manuals. Comes with a charging cord, USB charging cord. Comes with a carrying strap, which I will not be putting on. I don't need it. Comes with some tools. Comes with a cleaning brush and a screwdriver. Now, they changed, I don't know if Retekess changed it or it was always this on Retekess, but the initial versions of this, sold by other companies, used two 18650 batteries, which you could replace. And the screwdriver was allow you to get back in the battery compartment right here, right there. There's a screw right there. Now, if you look in here, you will see, and I don't want to do it right now, well, you will see there is a battery pack, and I don't think it's removable. I'm not sure. I need to find out if it's removable. The other thing, like I was talking about earlier, I just changed the channel. Let me turn the volume back down. Is there's so many options for antennas, external antennas, jack in the back, jacks up here, jack there, telescopic antenna, and under the functions, there's a whole bunch of antenna selections. There's a low noise amplifier you can turn on. There's other filter type things you can turn on. This right over here, this is an antenna tuner. It's a capacitor for tuning the antennas that get plugged in the back here. It's just amazing how many things this thing has. It's not a radio that you're going to take out the box and just start using it without reading or without studying the manual. Otherwise, you're not going to get full performance. You can change what's on the displays. You can change how long the displays stay on. Like what I should have done, and I didn't do, is you can have it so the displays stay on forever. Now, that would drain the battery, but it's good for doing videos like this so it doesn't go off while you're talking. It displays temperature, unfortunately in centigrade only, as far as I can tell. So it's 27.5 centigrade right now in my office. The pages on what is on the display is just mind-boggling. There's so much stuff. I'm just starting to learn how to use it, and so far, I really, really like it. So stick with me. I'll be learning more things and showing you more things, showing you all these buttons and what their uses are. And I'm just excited. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up and have a great day. Bye-bye.